Hi, happy to see you. Crochet any interesting stuff lately? This is Auntie Nat's Crochet. Glad you choose this video. Allow me to teach you how to crochet lovely and cute stuffs. I have thousands of videos, so do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner over here. It will mean a lot to me. And today I'm gonna make another heart, a totally different one. And this heart, just like the other few, you can have an option whether to add stuffing or not to add stuffing in the middle to plump it up. So for this particular one, I am not going to add stuffing. So far, these three no stuffing except for this. So this one I plan not to add stuffing, so up to you. You can add stuffing, and this is optional. If you have some leftover fluffy yarn, you can complete the edge just like this too. You just finish the edge off. Instead of doing single crochet all around, we can use fluffy yarn to do single crochet all around, so it's kind of like fluffy on the edge. And this is a 5-ply milk cotton yarn, so I will be using a 3.5 mm hook. Okay, now let the fun begin. I did one earlier. See, it's so cute. And this particular heart, actually there's no front or back, but since I'm going to put two together, so I just tie the two tail together. I lazy to weave it in so I just tie it together. But if you are going to leave it as a 2D piece like this without another piece, without attaching another piece, then you weave this in nicely, and you will notice that there is no front or back because we're doing through and fro. So the front and the back is the same. There's no front and back. And you can actually sew this onto your hat, your clothes. So now I'm making it into 2 pieces, and kind of take a bit so that I can change it into, I can convert it into a keychain. So let's start. Yeah, I forgot to mention that instead of the normal, that keychain, I'm using this as a chain. I'm gonna tie this on the top of the heart, and you can hang it on your back or the wall or wherever. And this is optional too. If not, you can use keychain, or you can just do like this and sew it onto just about anywhere. Okay, now let's start. This is very simple, very easy to do. You can make one in like less than an hour, even for beginners. So now, then of course you must know your basic single crochet and your chain stitch if you do not even know that. So I would suggest that you practice first before you do this. So I'm going to start by making a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot. Once I have a knot, I'm going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 6 stitch here. Then I'm going to work on the bum side. You notice there's all this V shape here, and you turn it to the back, you can see all this hump. So I'm gonna work on this bum side here. So I'm going to go to the second stitch from the hook. This is the hook, this is the first stitch, this is the second stitch. You turn it to the back. Normally the first hump that is visible that is the one. So you're gonna do single crochet. The whole heart is about single crochet. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you will have something like this. Next, we're gonna turn our work. Once I turn my work, I am not going to chain 1. I am going to go straight to this first stitch here and start to do my single crochet. So the first stitch you should do an increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into this same stitch. So this is one increase. Then you will have 3 more single crochet or single crochet in the next 3 stitch. 1, 2, 3. And the last stitch here, we're going to do increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into that same stitch. So did you get that? And don't worry, the written pattern is in the description box in case you miss any of these numbers that I mentioned. So now row 3, I'm gonna turn the work. The first stitch, I'm going to do increase. 2 single crochet into that first stitch. Then I would have 5 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So counting your stitches is very important because you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th one is hidden here. So this is the 6th stitch. So most people would miss this. So count your stitches, we do increase, and now we do 5 single crochet. Make sure you take both strands. If not, you were gonna leave a line at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You will notice like as if you had run out of stitches, but actually this last one is also 1 stitch. You make sure when you go into this stitch, you go into 2 strands, both the strand. If you only go in 1, you might create a hole here. So which means your heart, partly when you turn here, you will have holes. Say like this, there's no hole. So make sure it's 2 strands. Then this last stitch, I'm going to do increase. 1, 2, 2 single crochet into that same stitch. So here, this row, I will have 9 single crochet. Now we go to row 4. You're gonna turn the work. In this first stitch here, I'm going to do increase. 1, 2, 2 single crochet into that first stitch. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 7 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Notice that the last stitch is always kind of like invisible. You go to that last stitch and do an increase. Make very sure you put through 2 strands. So you do increase. Increase means 2, oops. Increase means 2 single crochet into that same stitch. And it will look like this. And now we go to row 5. Row 5, we're going to turn the work. This time round, we are not going to start with an increase. We'll just do single crochet in the next 10 stitch. So you go to this first stitch, then you start to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. After the 10th stitch, the last one here, Oops, the last one is always the difficult one because this is the turning point. Make sure it's 2 strands. You do an increase. 1, 2. So you should have 12 stitches in this row. And return our work. This first stitch here, I'm going to do an increase. 1, 2 single crochet into that same stitch. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 11 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the last stitch. 11. So here the whole stretch, you should have 13 stitches. And now we go to row 7. Okay, now let's say you are lost, you're not sure which row you are at. You can come back. This is 2, this is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 actually. Now is the 7th. This one here is a 2. Then there's one line here. That's why this is 7. I'm not sure if your eyes are trained to see this. So if it's not, don't worry. You either follow my lead or you add a marker at the end of every row. You add one marker at the end of every row, then you will know, oops, okay, where am I now? Or there's another way. Count the number of stitches here. The number of stitches here is 13. Anyway, the next row is still 13. So that is not really a good option. Okay, or this is row 13. Then you remember that we started with an increase. I'm not sure you can see this. See, the first stitch is an increase followed by 11 single crochet. That is also one way to find where are you now. So increase followed by 11 stitches, that is row 6. So now row 7, turn your work. We're going to do a decrease. You go to this first stitch, pull up a loop. You go to the second stitch, you pull up a loop and put through all 3. So I have made these 2 stitches become 1. And now I'm going to stitch 10 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. After 10 single crochet, I'm going to do an increase in this last stitch. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet into that same stitch. So all in this row you will have 13 stitches as well. Now we go to row 8. Row 8, you're gonna turn the work. I'm gonna start with increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into this first stitch. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 10 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, wait, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is an increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10 is here, sorry. Because just now I had a miscounted one in the middle here. So you can always look back. This is increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you still have 2 more stitches left. You're gonna do a decrease. You're gonna yarn over. You go to the next stitch. You yarn over and make these 2 stitches become 1. This is called 2 together. So now we're going to go to row 9. We end with a 2 together. We're gonna start with a 2 together. Yarn over, and make these 2 stitches become 1. Then again 10 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the last one is always looks invisible. In that last stitch here, you do an increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into that same stitch. Row 10, you turn your work. Row 10, you're gonna start with an increase. You go to this first stitch here. You do 2 single crochet into that first stitch. Then you do 10 single crochet. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you have 2 stitches left. You're gonna do a decrease. Yarn over, and we make these 2 become 1. So you still have 13 stitches in this row. So actually these few rows here you have 13 stitches because we do increase here, decrease here, increase here, decrease here. It's just that it shifts to the bottom. So now row 11, you turn your work. You're going to start to do increase. This is already half of the half. So now we're going to do increase back here and decrease here. So increase, you're going to do 2 single crochet into this first stitch and then 10 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you have 2 more stitches left. You're gonna do a 2 together. Yarn over. Make sure it's 2 strands. If not, it will cause a hole. Yarn over and put through all. So you will still have 13 stitches. Okay, now turn the work. I'm going to do decrease again, yarn over, and put through all 3. Again 10 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and the last stitch here, make sure it's 2 strands. Last stitch here, do increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into that same stitch, so you still have 13 stitches here. Next, we're gonna go to row 13. We're gonna start with increase. Increase means 2 single crochet into this first stitch, and we're gonna do 10 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So after you do 10 single crochet, you do a decrease, a 2 together. Yarn over 1, then yarn over in the next stitch, and you put through all 3. And yes, you still have 13 stitches in this row. Now row 14, you're gonna start with a 2 together. You yarn over, put through all 3, another 10 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the last stitch here, we're going to do increase. And yes, this row you will have 13 stitches. Okay, now that's the end of all the 13 stitches. We're almost to the end. Hang in there. Turn your work. I'm going to do 11 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I'm going to do a 2 together. Make these 2 stitches become 1. Now this row you have 12 stitches. Turn your work. Again, I'm starting with a decrease. Make these 2 stitches become 1. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. In this row you should have 11 stitches. Now turn your work. Going to do a decrease. Make these 2 stitches become 1. Then I will have 7 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then I'm going to do a decrease. Yarn over, yarn over. So this is a decrease. So this row I'm going to have 9 single crochet. Now row 18. I almost lost touch of which row I'm at now. Row 18, you're gonna do a decrease. You make these 2 stitches become 1, and then you're gonna do 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to do a decrease. In this row you would have 7 stitches. And now the last row, row 19, I'm gonna start with 2 together. Then I'm going to do single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do 2 together. So here you make sure you chain 1 and pull tight. There, isn't that lovely? Like I said, this is extremely easy to do and it's just lovely. Oops. So actually, which heart is your favorite? So now I'm going to put it together. By right, if you don't have another yarn, you don't have to cut this yarn. You can straight away do single crochet all around. You can do single crochet, you can do reverse single crochet, but I am going to fill it up with this to make it look even better. Okay, I have this 2 piece done. So I use this, I tie a knot to the tail here. There's no front or back, or you can just take a look which side is better. Maybe there's a mistake in one of the sides, so you want to cover it up, so you put that inside. So I'm gonna pull this up here. I'm gonna start from here. You can start from anywhere actually. So if you're doing it like mine, I'm not gonna add stuffing, so I can use this to crochet all around. But if you're gonna add stuffing, then maybe you should do single crochet all around with this yarn instead. So if you want to add stuffing, don't add now, add when you are kind of like 3/4 way through. So I just go through one of this stitch, pull up a loop and do single crochet. It's not gonna be easy because this is not exactly single crochet all around. There's a lot of decrease. So this is kind of one way to hide all this uneven edge, you know, because we have some decrease, increase. So this is one way, or you can do single crochet all around. So I'll come back to you once I am done with this one round and I am not gonna add stuffing. And I've come to the end here. So let me cut this yarn. Don't cut exactly here because it will come off. So leave a little bit of tail. I'm gonna do some sewing and hide it inside. As for this, you just place it into one of the stitch and pull tight, so you can remove this anytime. As for this, you make one stitch to somewhere here, maybe. Make sure it's inside and you can see from here or here. So bring it over. Then again, just poke it in and make sure it's in the middle. Okay, here it is. And the balance, you can actually hide it inside, or you can just cut it away. It's not exactly easy because it's kind of tight. Maybe I'll just cut it away. And there we have a heart. Oops. So you have something to hang on this Valentine's Day. This would make lovely gifts. So which do you prefer of all the 5 hearts? Do put in the comment section. I would love to see your version. I would love to see your ideas and your version of hearts. I mean, once you complete, you just place a photo in the comment section and let me know which is your favorite and what other things you would like to see that I crochet. You can share ideas and exchange views. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in my next post. I think this too is my favorite so far. Bye for now.